All right, so every Sunday we do our lunch prep and I videotape it. I hope you guys like it. If you do, great. Let me know. If you don't, that's fine too. Also, let me know. If there's other things maybe you want me to talk about, please do tell me. And if I can, I will. Right. So what I will go on to say is I'll talk about my other meals of the day because so far all we've really focused on are lunches and a couple pictures of some other meals. But typically in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I have some water. Okay. First thing first, I have about a cup of water. Then I go about my morning routine. On my way out the door, just before I leave, I whip up a protein shake. And I suck that down real quick, wash my little blender cup, and zoom out the door to work. I actually don't have my first coffee until I get to the office. So typically, I get to the office between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning. And hopefully one of the guys are there before me and they have coffee already on the pot. If not, I brew some up and make my coffee. I do drink one coffee per day with cream and Splenda or some sort of 0-calorie sweetener. But the rest of my coffees through the day are usually black. Because, of course, we all know that cream has carbs and, sweeteners could trigger an insulin response. So I've been told. I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I don't really know how this stuff works. I just go by what I see, read, and hear. And I trust the sources that it comes from. So, of course, the Dr. King Clinic for starters, along with some really good YouTubers out there. One guy I really follow is a guy named Thomas DeLauer. He's a keto king in my opinion. But anyway, enough about that for now. I just wanted to touch base and talk about, my routine. So the protein shake and then the coffee at work. And then I don't eat nothing until lunchtime. About half an hour or so before lunch, I take a vitamin. I take like a multivitamin. It adds to water. You mix it with water and you drink it. It's artificially sweetened as well. And the reason for that is it suggests that you need to do that on an empty stomach to get the best results. So I figure by the time I have my protein shake and lunchtime rolls around, my stomach is, for the most part, empty. After an hour of taking the vitamin, I basically have lunch, half an hour to an hour or so. And then that's pretty much all I eat until dinner time. When I get home, I typically cook up a steak. I don't use any fat. The meat itself, when you're cooking beef, has its own fat. So by the time you start heating that, it renders out. And then you sort of use that fat to cook with. Other times I cook fish. I'm a huge fan of codfish, salmon, and halibut. So maybe I'll start showing some more of that stuff. Of course, if that's what you guys want to see, please let me know. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. So on my last weigh-in, I had some underwhelming results. I mean, I still lost weight, but it was only about 3 pounds. The doctor suggested that maybe it was due to possibly having too much sodium in my diet. And then throughout last week after the weigh-in, as much as I tried to keep the sodium down, I don't think I did. So this is why I created these lunches. I'm making a very conscious effort to keep the sodium down to see what kind of difference it might make in the weigh-in results for, it's going to be next week. We'll find out tomorrow how last week went.